Now I shared a little bit on how to calm down a bit. In this change, I'll try to make this video really fast because we have a short attention span. What I used was my drinking water. Everything in your universe is designed to affect you, to influence you. We're influenced by more things than you can comprehend. You're not influenced just by a video. You're influenced by a product that has an attached belief system to it. It has marketing. It has a branding. It makes your brain go down a direction every time you see a product, and you do it subconsciously. So what I wanted to do was control what it is I focus on. Instead of focus on the doom and gloom, I wanted to focus on solutions. I wanted to focus on what it is I did want. And that's what I suggest everybody else do. Now, you are programmed to believe that you're lacking. As long as you're a human lacking, then you're going to move forward. You're going to chase something, and ultimately you're chasing your own freaking tail. You're chasing destruction because you're chasing something you already have. It is like the Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. You're searching for answers out there, but the answers are actually within inside you. I don't have your answers. You have your answers. You need to listen to yourself and get rid of all of the programming, all of the other influences that other people want you to have about their ideas and concepts, and come up with your own. Now, when I can magically, make a house appear, or one time I had an airbrush, long story, there's other videos on, I wanted an airbrush, it broke, and so I just started saying, God's mailing me an airbrush. 2 weeks, an airbrush was mailed to me. Magical things like that were happening, that I wanted to find the sciences that actually made it happen. And one of the things is knowing you already got it and getting excited that it's already happening. So as long as you're doom and gloom, guess what? You're already creating doom and gloom, and you're going to see it. You're going to confirm it everywhere. It's going to justify and say, there it is, doom and gloom. Oh, there it is again, doom and gloom. But change is what we need to look for. Change is what you need to be focused on, and start getting your perception of seeing it, being able to see what you can't see. Every single problem has a solution. That's what a problem is its drive to unfold the solution. But a solution is invisible, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just you can't comprehend it yet, but it is there. So this is what I use. There's a lot of energy out there, a lot of negative energy related to this. Since I've started posting this, I've been on the Dragon's Den, that they used me for 3 years of negative advertisement to advertise their show. Lots of people are aware of this concept, although they can't comprehend it yet. Maybe now it's time that we maybe learn how to comprehend it. The first one, and this is not magic water by any means, although water, the labeling on your water does transform the water. Water actually holds information. It is, I won't get into it too much to make this video short, but whatever's in this bottle, as soon as I drink it, whatever's in my head, whatever my beliefs are, whatever my DNA is, it's going to change that water. So the water's not going to change you. You change the water in the bottle. So this ain't magic water at all, but it's more of the suggestion that the more you see the lettering on it, it will make that suggestion. It will help guide you down what exactly it is you want to do. Now, I found when I wanted to make anything happen, there were 6 specific intentions that made it work. And it's not intentions that you push out there in your universe, it's intentions you push on yourself. So every time you have a thought, you have chemical experiences. You don't think in words, you think in chemical experiences. So you need to create the chemical experiences within inside you. So this is what I did. Every time I use this, I tried medically. If you force your brain to feel the intention, then it's more powerful. Or you can just let it subliminally try and work on you, and that will take longer. If you want it to go faster, force your brain to actually feel the intention, and that feeling sets out a vibration, and that vibration is what you put out into the world. Don't think you don't have it, and then you're not chasing something. So every single one of these bottles also has no complaints and no excuses. We've been trained to don't make a complaint, don't make an excuse, and that's not the goal. The thing is, write down all of your complaints, because all of your complaints are going to be your unknown problem that you need to transform into the solution. So there is a process of how do you transform your complaints. One of the first things is make a list of all of your complaints. To see something wrong means you see something right. So when you have a complaint, write it down. On the opposite side, write down, well, what would the solution be? That will open up your perception of what direction you need to go down into. So it's twofold. It's transforming problems into its solution, but also getting a good direction in where you want to go. The first one is love and happiness. What the hell does love and happiness feel like? Most of us don't know it, so it's going to take some practice. I had a lot of problems with this one. But the more you keep trying to feel what does happy feel like, what does love feel like, the more you get better and better at it. The next one is alignment and harmony. All the hell that I went through, I was perfectly in line. I had the right judges, all of the right people were in the right place to make hell created. But you're also in perfect alignment for everything good to happen. There are good people out there. You are connected. You are well connected to change. So focus on that. Look for all of the alignments that will support you. And feel what that alignment is. Get excited that you're perfectly aligned with a great group of people. I want to be your friend. You know, I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for that group, that tribe to belong with. I'm finding it here on YouTube. Join the family of change. We are perfectly aligned to make something happen. So focus on the good alignments and not necessarily the bad alignments. The next one is accepting and allowing. Every time that there's something negative going on, there's always something good. Every time you can either focus on the problem or focus on the solution. So the only way you can do that is sort of to take a step back. Just sort of accept and allow. Okay, this looks really bad. You know, there's something, but there's something good here. Just don't know what it is yet. So that's just the sensation of just accept and allow. Life is hell. Accept and allow and figure out, okay, what is good about this? Now, hell is hitting the fan. What's good about it? It means change is about to happen. It's a matter of how many tragedies do we have to have before the world wakes up. This might be the biggest tragedy in Japan going on that might wake up a globe, since this is going to affect the globe. So what's good about it? Globally, we're all waking up. Globally, we all see everything's wrong. So globally, we'll all jump into the solutions. So there is something good about this, because nobody was looking at, okay, we need to change everything that's wrong. Okay, the next one, confidence and certain. You know, I could only create everything I wanted as soon as I was confident, certain about it happening. Feel what it feels like to be confident and certain about something. Just feel the feelings. You may not be confident and certain about the future or anything right now, but it starts with just the sensation, the feeling of being confident and certain. So kind of look in your experience, what could you be confident and certain about? Are you confident there's going to be air every time you take a breath? We have that confidence. Every single one of us has a level of confidence and certain within us. So just focus on constantly being confident and certain. The more you track your problems, the more you transform, you make your complaints, be confident that your solution is there. Every single one of us that have a problem, all of us know the solutions to it. Globally, if we all solve our own problems, not get somebody else to do it, but we actually work on our own problems and transform them into the solutions, we'll have world peace. We'll be doing everything properly. The next one is gratitude and humanity. If you're constantly looking at everything as so big and bad, you're only going to create more and more of that. In order to see good things, in order to be able to open up your comprehension to see something good, you actually have to be grateful for it. Because when good shows up, if you have no gratitude for it, you won't even know it's there. So chances are most of us have a lot of things to be grateful for, but we just haven't valued it yet. So this is one of the strongest ones, is be grateful for what you do have. And find even the smallest things to be grateful for. The more you increase your level of being grateful for everything, the more you open up your humanity. So it's gratitude and humanity. That it's one of the most, they're all equally important, but that one was a huge one, because abundance and prosperity is the next one. You're all going to be worried about, okay, how am I going to get food? How am I going to pay the rent? How am I going to move forward? You have to believe that you are an abundant and prosperous being. If you don't believe that, then you're going to work trying to be one. And it's the working trying to be one that's going to chase your own tail. You got to realize you are already. So, like the air you breathe, you know, you're an abundant person, that you do have the air to breathe. So this is something that just helps your subconscious mind to get reprogrammed, because every single one of these intentions, our corporate world has designed you to believe you don't have any of this, so that you'll buy their product, because their product is selling all of these intentions. You will feel love, you will feel happiness, you will feel alignment if you buy their products. You'll feel more confident if you have that bigger car or that bigger house. You'll feel richer. You'll feel everything if you just buy that product. So that's the drive that all of the marketing corporate world, they go to school to study this stuff. They brainwash you to fall into that trap. But as long as you know you already have it, then you won't be programmed to do something that you don't even want to do. Half the time you're buying shit that just gets thrown away or broken. You didn't even need it. But it's time to start doing things the right way. And this is why I wouldn't listen to anybody's advice until they start finding out who they are in the first place. If somebody is lacking self-control, then generally they're going to be trying to control everybody else. You know, they got control issues. So it's like, get self-control yourself. You know, get what it is you're lacking, instead of thinking, I'm the one that's going to give it for you. This is what helped heal me. This is what got me knowing the difference between right and wrong. An example of how this worked for me, first of all, you have to know how much I crashed and burned. I am on a long-term disability right now. They pay me to be crazy. They think I am crazy. I know I'm not crazy. But that's the way society is judging me. Why? Because I say things that are completely different. I say, oh, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this. You know, because a lot of things are wrong. And nobody wants to listen to that. Everybody wants to keep doing everything that is wrong. So when I did get on the system, I was really, really angry. So this helped me calm down. Through these complaints, through transforming the problems that I was experiencing all the time, when using this search engine to, you know, once you get these intentions going and you start asking this universal field, what should I do next? It will be attracted to you. You will know your answers, but only once you get these intentions first. When you get to be calm and know yourself and start asking good questions to the universe, it will help you. So I'm also on a long-term disability because I was dealing with fibromyalgia, which is fight, flight. The muscles get damaged after you're tense all the time. So I needed to really calm down. I deal with zero pain. The fibromyalgia is healed, other than I'm hypersensitive. I'm hypersensitive to the wrong thing now, and my muscles will tense up. So it's not necessarily an illness as much as it is my human guide that tells me the difference between right and wrong. As soon as my muscles get tense, it's telling me wrong direction. And sometimes it's not necessarily wrong direction, more of maybe I don't understand something. Maybe, you know, there's a problem here that I need to understand and gain understanding. So I use this concept again, ask the questions, and I gain more understanding. I also had joints that were permanently deteriorating. This was said to never be healable, but I was able to heal it. Then the next thing that I was working on is my communication skills. And then this information field told me, go on YouTube. Use it as a diary, which is what I do. And I put out this advice, not necessarily for anybody else, but for me to reflect on my own advice. Do I follow my own advice? And work on my communication skills, because I know that I sucked. A lot of people weren't understanding what I was talking about, and it's like, okay, if you don't understand me, then I'll just keep working on my communication skills, and I know eventually it will show up. So those are some of the tools that I use. I think that it can actually transform our economic system. There is a way. There is a way of funding some of the best ideas on the planet, but you actually have to want it. Give it a try. Hope it works. Peace out.